Hello, I'm Mary Hannon Williams, and I'm running for Dutchess County Clerk. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I came here to the Valley 45 years ago when I married an IBM engineer. I raised my family here. They went to Hyde Park Public Schools. I've lived in Hyde Park all this time. Let me tell you a little bit about my work experience. I worked at IBM. I was a software development engineer. I was privileged to be part of the pioneering work on the IBM PC. After I left IBM, I retired from IBM. I went to work for a nonprofit, and I managed the installation of computer training centers all across the United States in inner city communities to help train youth and adults in computer literacy. I also worked as Director of Finance and Administration at Grace Smith House, an agency that I've been involved with for 33 years. As the Director of Finance and Administration, I installed a network of computers. I moved the records from paper to an online system, eliminating most of the paper for client records and billing. I also serve as the treasurer and trustee of the New York yearly meeting Society of Friends Quakers, so I'm overseeing millions in trust funds. So I have a lot of management experience, a lot of financial experience, a lot of technology experience, and I want to bring that experience to work for you. Let me tell you about my goals. The first thing I noticed, and actually what I did is I looked at all 62 counties. We have 62 counties in New York State. I looked at all 62 and compared what they were doing to what Dutchess was doing. And what I found is that we don't lead in anything, and in fact, we lag behind in several things. The first thing we lag behind in is availability or access to our services. Where other counties have early morning, evening, and Saturday hours, in our county, our offices are only open, our Department of Motor Vehicles and clerk's offices are only open from 9 to 4:45. If you live here in Northern Dutchess, not only do you have to face those time constraints, but also there is no local service. You really are, it's closer for you to go to Kingston than it is to drive down to Poughkeepsie. So if you go to Kingston, then the revenue from the services provided by the DMV goes to reduce the taxes of the people in Ulster, not to reduce the taxes of the people in Dutchess, and that's because we have no service here. So my goal is to have expanded hours at the existing sites, to use satellite offices in town halls and senior centers to bring service where people live, and to let people make an appointment. I'm not suggesting anything radical or different. All of these things are already being done in other counties. So Dutchess needs to catch up. The second area is in the use of 21st century technology. And a simple example is, right now, if you were to buy a house or renew a mortgage, you would have to do it with paper. In other counties, they do it electronically. So we're competing with other counties for economic development, and we don't look welcoming. So my goal is to make us welcoming, to add expanded hours, to add electronic access, to digitize all our records, and to move Dutchess County into the 21st century. Thank you. So how was that? Oh, I'm sorry, it's over, right?